Hi and welcome back to Excel Basics Plus. Today we will be looking at the VLOOKUP formula and how we can actually look up values based on a criteria. Now we've been looking at the movie ticket sales data so far, and we've kept all of the line items at the same level where the salesperson exists. So it's always Adam, Jade, Henry, Elizabeth, Alex, and then Catherine. We've done the same there. We've done the same for the commission and also for the sales. Now the problem becomes is that what if this list is actually changed? Our formulas are literally based on this value, for instance, being for Adam. Now what if Jade's name was there instead and this was Jade's result? Well, this particular formula is still pointing to this result here. So what we need to do is we need to learn the VLOOKUP formula, which will then actually look up a range of data and select whatever the criteria is that you tell it to look for. So for a quick review, we've got number of tickets here. These are the fields that we can change, which impact on every other formula-based result in here. So what we want to do now is say, okay, let's change the order of the salespeople. So this is exactly the same as your ticket sales over here, literally just with the salespeople in a different order. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to tell Excel, hey, go look over here at the ticket sales, but only look for Jade's ticket sales and only look for the adult tickets and tell me how many Jade sold. So the VLOOKUP formula is a vertical lookup formula. So it is looking vertically down the data. Okay, so you've got a range of data and it is looking vertically down. So whereas HLOOKUP is the horizontal data, which will look across data. So today we're just looking at VLOOKUP. So we'll start the formula. It's very easy. It is literally E equals VLOOKUP and open bracket. The very first function you're looking to do is, what are we looking up? Well, we want to look up all of the values for Jade. Now Jade's name appears in column M, row 6. So we're going to be looking up M6. So we want VLOOKUP to go into over here in this data set and look up for Jade. Jade's name is in M6, comma. We then have to tell Excel what is the array of data that they can look in. And in this particular example, we're only looking up the adult tickets. So we want to click over here and drag. You can see the marching ants already looking for that range. So we're looking at the salesperson and we're looking at adult tickets only. Now in the scheme of things, it doesn't matter. You could go all the way across and say that is the row, because we're at the range. We're actually going to tell it which column to go and get the result from. So in this case, this is column 1, this is column 2, column 3, column 4. So as long as you've got the salesperson and the adult ticket columns marked and you've got your little marching ants around there, and that's the range that you're telling Excel to look into, then it's fine. Now, we also want to, at this point, fix this range, because we're actually going to drag this formula down over here to all of the salespeople. Now remember, to fix a range or to fix a cell, it's F4 while you've got the marching ants there, and you'll see instantly in the formula $C, $5, colon, $D, $11, and that's so it's going from C5 here all the way down to D11, and that is your range. Okay, so we're looking up M6, which is Jade. Look for Jade. Okay, so we know Jade's in there in this range, C5 to D11. We press the comma button again because the next piece of data we're telling it to do is, okay, you're looking for Jade, you're looking in that range, but we want you to look in column 2. So you enter the column 2 And the reason for that is in your range you have column 1 here and column 2 of data here. And this is the result that you want to return. Now the last piece of data, we hit comma again, and we actually want the VLOOKUP to be an exact match of who we're looking up. We want it to be Jade. So we actually write the word false to say we want the exact match for what we're looking up. And then we close the bracket and press enter. And it comes up as 32. So 32 adult tickets, because it's looking up this name against this range of cells. It's found Jade, and it has to look for the final value in 32 in the second column along in that range, which is 32. Now, just quickly, I'll change Henry's name to Jaden, and I'll bring this formula down, and it comes up as NA. Now, here's the interesting part about whether you want an exact or a true match. If you change false to true, it literally looks for something like Jaden. And in this case, it's actually just pulled the last value because it doesn't know what you're looking for. There is no Jaden in the column. Jade is similar, but it's still not quite right. So it's going to pull up that value. So we'll put it back to Henry. Henry instantly comes up as 15. We know that's true. And we will now pull this column the whole way down, that formula all the way down the column. And we also need to come back and change our true. We'll quickly change that. Apologies, that was my error there. And we'll drag down that false. And now we've got 28 tickets for Elizabeth, 28 tickets for Elizabeth, 19 for Alex, 19 for Alex, 22 for Adam, 22 for Adam, 139 total. That marries up. So we can now do exactly the same thing in here for the concession tickets. Simple formula, equals VLOOKUP, open bracket. And we can type or click M6 because that's the value that's the criteria that we're looking up in the range, comma. We then bring up and say we want the range of salespeople and up to concession tickets. You can see your marching ants there already. And we've now got the range of C5 through to E11. Now, once again, we're going to pull that formula down through all of the salespeople. So let's hit the F4 button and fix that range, comma. Which column are we looking in now? Well, column 1 is the salesperson. The adult tickets are column 2. And concession tickets are column 3 in this range. So we're going to tell it to look for M6, so Jade's name, in this range. And we want you to look at the third column over. So we put in the value of 3. Once again, comma. The next piece is we want the exact match for Jade. So we type in false and close bracket, and we press enter, and 13 tickets. Concession, Jade, 13 tickets in the original data. We pull that value down, and we've got total of 58. Total of 58. Let's just double check. Elizabeth 11, Elizabeth 11, Henry on 7, Henry on 7, Catherine on 10, and Catherine on 10. So that is how the VLOOKUP function works. In our next video, we'll look at the index and match function, and how we can then also incorporate the VLOOKUP and also the index and match functions into sum formulas and if formulas. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to subscribe and comment if you'd like to. See if there's any formulas or whatever that you want us to concentrate on, and we'll have a look at those as well. Thanks for now. Bye.